begin by saying how much I deplore the grenade attack earlier today on a bus station forward. As I said when we launched the talks last week, the United States will do everything we can to help. But ultimately, only the parties themselves can bridge their differences. Now, I am convinced that reaching a secure, just, and lasting peace between Israelis and Palestinians is the best way to ensure that terrorism has no future in the Middle East. I'm now returning to the Middle East peace talks to encourage the Israelis and the Palestinians to make the hard decisions necessary to move this peace process forward. As I said when we launched the talks last week, the United States will do everything we can to help. But ultimately, only the parties themselves can bridge their differences and put their people on a more hopeful course. The issues are difficult. The distrust is deep. The going has been tough. But the parties must consider the consequences of failure and also the benefits of progress.
Now, this was the 10th in a series of terrorist attacks on Israel. In none of them did the Palestinian Authority cooperate or try to exert any effort in trying to apprehend the terrorists or collaborate with the Israeli Authority on apprehending these terrorists. In most of the cases, they didn't even bother to condemn them.
What was scheduled?
We don't feel that this is satisfactory behavior on their part regarding terrorism, and that is why we are concentrating on nothing else at this point.
What was supposed to...
Danny, you also want to ask a question?
Yeah.
Suggestions. They've given you something even before this attack.
I've made my statement. We need now a detailed security plan to make this process work. Right now, we are not continuing discussions on some of the other issues like the airport. We are focusing all efforts to arrive at a detailed security plan which will make this process safe for Israelis and ultimately safe for Palestinians in the whole region. Without security, the peace process won't work.
Greetings. Clearly, events of this nature, tragic and cowardly acts by those who commit these acts are a complicating factor. And we'll have to see what we can do in light of this, but clearly it's a complicating factor. Steve.